Could everybody hear me now? Oh, that's right. Could everybody hear me now? Could everybody hear now? Who's it? Yeah, they can hear now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. We had a bit of technical difficulties. I'm going to recap from the top. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for texting and letting me know that you couldn't hear me. Could everybody hear me now? If you can hear, just put a 1 in the chat, please. Okay, I got a thumbs up. Can everybody hear me? Perfect, thanks. Great. So, all right, let me take it from the top. Sorry you guys couldn't hear me. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know, Mr. Batson and Mr. Smiley. Thank you very much for letting me know. Thank you for being on anyway, gentlemen. Let me take it from the top. Okay. I'm your host, Eugene Bias, here live on Let's Learn Money group, bringing to you. I haven't been on for some time, and I'm glad that I'm on now, and we can share with all the different issues that we face in this economic times. I want to thank all of my supporters, all our supporters, and bring to you all the experiences that we have had. I know I haven't been on for some time now, and I'm back on, and I'm hoping to do this regularly since there are changes. There have been stages and changes in the industry and the community, and I feel compelled to let you guys know what's going on and what's available to you. At this point in time, I'd like to first talk about retirement because I know that's high on the totem pole for everyone. And I have a quote for you. A stress-free retirement isn't built on luck. It's built on strategy, consistent savings, smart investment, and knowing exactly when to shift from growth to preservation, as per Mr. Patrick Kelly. I know that there's a number of concerns regarding Social Security and growth and the taxation. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're also going to talk about mortgages and the financial world, what's available to you, what you can do, what you can use, what you can learn out there in the financial world. It's very important that you know what is available to you that you can give to leave for your family members. Financial legacy is one of the things that we talk about, and financial education is something that we promote. Since that being the case, I know there's some people that have concerns about savings, about CDs and index funding. All that stuff we're going to get into tonight. We're also going to get into things like grants and down payment assistance programs that's available to you. So without further ado, I know we lost some time on that. I want to get right into it so you guys don't lose any part or parts of it. The first thing I want to talk about is putting my retirees at ease so they can understand what is going on, what is happening, and how it can help and or hurt them with their finances going forward. Increasing growth and decreasing taxes. CDs versus indexed fund. Okay, a cert CD is a certificate of deposit for those who don't know, but the certificate of deposit offers a fixed rate, a guaranteed return, and a predictable saving. Okay, that would give you a predictable savings versus an indexed fund. An index fund is a fixed rate. It has a guaranteed return. It has predictable savings, everything like a CD, but there's some additional benefit. It has no tax implication on growth. No tax implication on the growth. It maximizes growth on compounding interest. Okay, it maximizes growth on compounding interest, and it has long-term fixed interest guaranteed. So for those of you who believe in having what we would call a fixed deposit for the Caribbean people, and or for the American people, or the Americanized people who would say a CD account, you should look into, and it's something I can help you with if you need under EHB services. I can help you to strategize how you do your indexed funds. Okay, but then it gets to the meat and potatoes. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Taxation on Social Security. Now everyone is saying that Congress have passed a law and is going to affect Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, and some people have to go back to work. So I prepared this for them, coming out of it, so that they can take a look at it, understand it, and if they don't understand it, they can get a better idea. Okay? Social Security. Income below $25,000. Income below $25,000 per annum, per year, there is no tax. Income between $25,000 and $34,000 per year is taxed 50%. New guidelines is taxed 50% of your income. 50. Okay? Income above 34%. This is new. Income above 34%, $34,000, sorry. Income above $34,000 is taxed at 85% of your Social Security income. 85%. The income limit for a couple filing jointly has no tax if they make $32,000 a year. So if you're below $32,000 a year, $31,999, no tax. But if your Social Security income is between $32,000 and $44,000, you're taxed 50% of your Social Security income. And anything above $44,000, you'll be taxed 85%. So for those of you who said, I need to go back and work because Social Security is not giving me enough, you need to think about what tax bracket you're going to be in and what taxation level you're going to be at. So you have to look at that. Now, if you had a non-tax account, a retirement account that's non-tax, you don't have to worry about that. But if you don't, that's the position you're in. Excuse me. Exceeding $34,000 in income for a retiree creates double taxation. You get taxed double. Not only there's a tax on the income from Social Security, but also on the 1099 income as well. And I feel compelled to speak about this because a lot of people are saying rents are getting higher. True. True. Care homes are charging more because they have to pay more. Food prices are higher. I agree. But the government says 34,000 max. You exceed that, you're in trouble. 50%. 50%. Not just on the additional income, but the income combined with your Social Security. Now, some would argue that it's not fair, it's not good. I'm not a legislator or a lobbyist, so I couldn't answer that question. That is what it is. It is what it is. The solution, okay, we talk about the problem, and everyone knows that I speak about problems, and there's a lovely lady that have said to me 14 years ago, till this day, all I know is solutions. I don't see problems. I see them as situations, and once the situation comes, I find a solution. So I'm giving the world a solution. So if you're hearing me, you heard the problem, now it's time for the solution. The solution to this is by having or putting your interest towards index fund. An index fund does not create a 1099. It does not create a 1099. It remain in the fund and it continue to grow. So your money remain in the fund and it continue to grow. This not only lower your taxation, okay? So if you have the money with a old 401k with an employer, you want to take that money, right? You see a financial advisor, somebody like myself, who would take that money, put it in an account, yeah, and let it grow for you, yeah, work for you. And again, that's why we have the group, Let's Learn How Money Works. Let's learn money. I'm teaching you how money is working now. This is a new strategy, okay? Well, it's not really new. It was out there. It just wasn't widely shared for free. So now you used to sit down with a financial advisor who would charge you so many $1,000s to manage your account while you sit there and cry, oh, I made my money, I work for my money, and now I have to pay so much out for my money to be managed. You don't need to do that anymore, okay? It remains in the fund and continue to grow. This not only lower your taxable income, but increase your compounding interest growth as well. So your money is compounding, it's growing, okay? So it's not stagnated, it's growing, but you don't have to pay taxes on the money. It's very, very, very important that you take that into consideration, because most people today will tell you that they have the money in the bank. What the bank is giving in terms of interest rate? What are we looking at in terms of interest rate these days? Okay? We could never depend on interest rate to cover our expenses. Okay? So the next solution is the magic. The magical doubling of your money. Okay? The magical doubling of your money. She says, well, a lot of people says, well, how do I double my money? Okay? What do I do to double my money? I had a young lady call me last night, and she says to me, I want to double my money. I want to triple my money in X amount of time. What can I do? How can I put it in? What can I invest it in? Okay? And I told her exactly like I'm going to share with you guys tonight. The power of compounding interest growth. Okay? The power of compounded interest growth. What if you took $1 and it doubled, and you doubled it 20 times? But the 20th doubling, you wouldn't have just a few hundreds of dollars. You would have over $1 million. Think about it. Taking $1 and doubling it 20 times. And then by doubling that 20 times, 20. That's the magical way of doubling your money. Investing it wisely into what's available to you where the fees are low. Now, a number of people, and I know I'm going to get flack on this one, a number of people are going to tell me that they're doing financial investments, they're on the stock market, they're doing different day trading stuff. I don't knock it. Here, my question: where is the proof? I like the proof to be in the pudding. Okay, Mr. Murdoch and the Rockefellers, they kind of showed the proof in the pudding. So I like the proof in the pudding. Okay, when you apply 25% tax at the end of each doubling period, it reduces your overall growth. Okay? But it's only 25%, it's not 85%. So, which one you prefer to pay? 85% and save 65%, or you prefer to save 60% by paying 25% in taxes? Okay? Doubling your money less than 25%, doubling less than 25% of your gain. Doubling less than 25% of your gain. So again, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. Look at how your money is doubling. Look at how your money is working for you. And strategically plan what amount, where, and how you want your money to work for you. That's how money works. Okay? You can't just put it into the fund and turn your back when my money is doubling. You have to look at the bigger picture. What do you want to double? Do you want to double 100% of the 100% gains? Or do you want to double 25% of the 100% gains? Okay? We need to know that. You need to look at that. And you need to strategically plan how you want that to be done. Okay? Even after accounting for taxes on index fund growth, even after accounting for taxes on index growth, the difference of spendables, the money that you spend to get the money, the real world dollars remain substantial. The real world. Forget the fantasy world. Let's talk about the real world. Would you prefer to have the money in your pocket than not have the money? If you have the index fund taxation at 25%, okay? Imagine you make $1 million, yeah? And you at a 20% tax rate, right? $1,048,000 at a 20% tax rate, bring it to $786,432. Yeah? If you have that same money, that same exact money in a CD, in a certificate of deposit, after taxation, you will be left with $72,570. We're comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges. Okay? Apples to apples. So we're taking the money, multiplying the money, and then subtracting the taxes from it. An index fund offers the advantage of reduced taxes in the present, along with the potential for significant greater growth over time. Significant greater growth over time. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, I don't know about you, But I have a 9-year-old daughter, and she would tell you that the only thing her daddy likes more than money is more money. And I believe in growth. I believe in savings. Okay. I will tell anyone I don't care, and anyone that knows me in a professional setting or personal setting will tell you. I say it every day, and I mean it. I don't care about your spending power. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care how much money you're spending. What I care about is how much money you're saving. Okay? How are you investing? How are you protecting your future? Okay? You never know what is going to happen. You never know what will change in your life. Okay? It's very, very important that we take these things into consideration. Okay? We need to know and look at what we're spending our money on, what we're investing in, because it's the most important thing in our life. So let's talk about the roadmap. The roadmap is very simple. The roadmap is very simple. Okay? I'm going to go over the first segment because we had a little technical difficulties. So the roadmap is a little different. First, you need to sit with a financial advisor and understand where you are. I said it before, I'll say it again. You need to know your financial DNA. Okay? Give me a call. Let's sit down and talk. Send me a message. Book an appointment on my calendar. Believe me, I'll get back to you. Let's understand what your financial DNA is. Because a stress-free retirement help you live a little longer, help you to enjoy life a little longer because it's stress-free. Stress do kill. And ask anyone who have retired, especially over the past 2 years, and they will tell you how stressful it have become in retiring, okay? Because of the uncertainties of today's market. It's very important, and I maintain that it's very important to understand how money works, understand what is an index fund, understand what's available to you in an index fund, understand what it can and cannot do for you. Because in setting your life path, you have to remember that most times in your life path, there's a number of things that you have no control over. Okay? And one is the government making decisions on your life. Okay? How many of you have a living will? How many of you have a medical directive? How many of you have put those things in place or are waiting to put those things in place? How many of you have appointed an executive for your estate? When you die, why leave your family in turmoil? How many of you have put your property, your hard earnings into a trust, so your family don't have to pay capital gains when you're gone? You don't want to leave them with a burden when you're gone. You don't want them to understand that you died and you were cheaper when you were alive. Okay? It's very heartbreaking when we meet to that stage in life. So I want everyone to take that into consideration. Our next segment, I would open up the chat for any questions that anyone may have at this time, and then we'll roll right into the next segment shortly thereafter. Is there any questions anyone have? You can put in the chat, or you can ask me. and I will be sure to answer. Okay? So tonight's food for thought is how do you save money, especially for people who's coming up on retirement or who have already retired, how to protect your retirement, okay? How to protect your retirement, and for those future investments, looking at index fund. Index fund is very important because it doesn't create a 1099. So you get that money tax free. Okay, so you need to look at that. You need to be aware of that. You need to think about what you want to do in terms of your retirement. Is there any questions? Okie dokie.
At EHB Services, we help you build your financial future, one step at a time. From retirement protection and college savings to living
I
benefits
reset
and
your
estate
27,
planning,
so you
our
you
team
had
is here
2
for
more
every
minutes
life
left
stage.
to go if you needed to.
Schedule your free
Oh,
consultation
and just so
today
you
to
know,
discover
you
your
have
financial
your
security Welcome to EHB Services LLC,
I'm still
your
live.
trusted partner for all your financial needs. We are a licensed brokerage
I
offering a
don't know if
wide
it's doing
range of
it.
services, including mortgage loans, refinancing, business loans, living benefit, and annuity. Don't
Right,
hesitate
that's
to
all I
book a
want.
free
You want
consultation
this
with one
guy?
of our expert agents today. We are committed to serving you and helping you achieve your financial goals. We look forward to working with you. Email us to get started. Welcome.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. The next topic on the agenda is very, very potent. I feel remorse not to get into it. And again, this is about learning how money works, what's happening, the changes that is coming down the pipe that we need to know about. So this one is going to be a little more technical, tedious. Please take out your pen, your notebooks, your recorder, whatever you have, because it might be very advantageous to you or a family member that you may have. That can benefit from this. Okay, this is very important stuff. So here we go. This segment, I would like to speak very much to people that are crying regarding home ownership. Okay, regarding home ownership. I'm very happy to bring to your knowledge, your hearing, all the other stuff that the other choice buzzwords that you would like to have here, know about. I have embarked on being a licensed all 50 states in the United States to do mortgages. Okay, for those who knows, nickname the banker is back. Okay, for those who know me from the days of Tiffany Mortgages in New York, hello, the banker is back. Okay, I'm licensed by the federal government to do mortgages in all 50 states, and I do a number of loans throughout the U.S., including business loans. We do business loans, we do commercial loans, anything that name loans. We're specialized, like the old days, in less than perfect credit in here in America. And I would like everyone to know that if you get turned down by a bank, call me. Okay? The number to reach me for mortgages, financing, okay, any loan lending, credit repairs, anything like that is 866 1866 362 2711 1-866 362 2711. If you ever got turned down by a bank for any loan, a personal loan, a business loan, equipment, expansion, a mortgage, commercial mortgage, residential mortgage, give me a call on this number. One of my loan officers or myself will be able to help you. Give us a call. We are also on the web. Our site is Amerifin, AMERFINCORP.com. Okay, and we are. You can also reach us at info or contact at amerifin.com. Okay, you can always book an appointment. Loan officers, loan personnel is always available. Always available. Our office hours are from 8 in the morning, old Tiffany style, 9 at night. So I don't need you to take off from work and lose money and give up your sick time to do a mortgage. We are available 8 in the morning to 9 at night, okay? We specializes in less than perfect credit. Less than perfect credit. So everybody knows. So nobody say, I didn't know. Spread the word, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell a colleague. We specialize in less than perfect credit. We have a great lending source. Great lending source for residential. Multiple lenders on our platform. My lovely assistant here have been keeping me busy. For those of you who know that I was in New York for 2 weeks, left for 5 days, I ended up spending 2 weeks because I was on business, taking care of business, bringing back resources, and making relationships for us going forward. So I would advise everyone to pick up the phone, call 866-362-2711 and start your mortgage application. House prices are going up, not down, up. Rents are through the roof. Rents are through the roof. Builders are having requirements that many of us minorities are not able to meet. Okay, if you want to get on that ladder of home ownership, the home ownership ladder, please let me know. I mean, I was able to do a mortgage for someone nearest and dearest to me who's just 23 years old. He haven't had his 24th birthday yet, and he's already a homeowner. He haven't paid his first mortgage, but he's a homeowner. But not only that, he's a homeowner, he's a landlord at 23 years old. Okay? He's not just a homeowner. I'm very proud to be a part of that process. He's not just a homeowner, he's a landlord at 23 years old. What an accomplishment. Okay? And I'm very proud to be a part of that. And that's what I do for my community. And that's what I do for my family. That's what I do for my friends. And I want to do it for you. Okay? As I look in the camera today, I want to tell you that I want to do it for every human being there is. There's a number of programs out there. There's a number of programs. There's down payment assistance program. There is bank credit programs out there. There's seller's concession out there. This is a buyer's market. Jump in. Interest rates are going down. I mean, it's not at the lowest, but it's down from where it was before. It's time to understand where your financial DNA is. Are you marketable? Are you bankable? You know, do you have the resources? You know, are you doing something wrong? Why you don't have the resources? Do you have the resources, but you're doing something wrong? What is it? Sit with me, sit with my colleagues. Let us put it together so you can understand what you need to do going forward. Because there's a number of programs out there. There's a number of grants. There's a number of loans. You know, before, gone are the days when they were only available to certain people. Okay, there's one bank that's expanding, a credit union, a specific credit union that's expanding across the 50 states of America. They're incorporating a number of different programs to help us out there. Okay, we need to take advantage of it. We have to fire your landlord. You must fire your landlord. When you get off this call today, I want everyone to look in the mirror that pays a rent, to look in the mirror and say, from today, I'm firing my landlord because I'm going to be a landlord. I'm going to own my own house. I will not pay rent anymore. The rent prices out there is ridiculous. I agree. I understand. I get it. But I asked you the question, what are you doing about it? Now, I can tell a million people a million different things. But I'll tell everyone on this call, I'll tell you one thing. I used to be a tenant. And for those of you who know I used to live in London, know when I came back, I stayed with my very good friend, Uncle Box, for 3 months. God bless him. He's my friend. He's my friend to the end. He stayed with me all the way. But it came to that point when I say, you know what? I need my own place. I got an apartment. That apartment, I only stayed in it for 1 year. 1 year. And I went and I bought me the house that I live in today. Okay? Was it easy? No. Was it challenging? Of course. Did I give up? No. You got to stay the course and fight the fight. Someone is going to tell you no. I agree. I got 300 no's before I got one yes. But those 300 no's made me stronger to get that one yes because I never give up. Never give up one day. And I'm telling you today that everyone can do it. There's enough programs out there to meet your needs. You know me, you hear me, you can get a home. You can own a home. I don't care what your situation is. You can own a home. All you have to do is understand where you are financially. Understand your financial DNA. I was just in New York. A 3-bedroom apartment for $3,000 plus. 3 bedrooms. A 1 bedroom for over $2,000. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I think that's overpriced. But we have to live somewhere. The only thing beats tiredness is sleep. The only remedy for tiredness is sleep. We gotta sleep somewhere. We all can't sleep in the streets. And for us that have our dignity and pride, we wouldn't give up our dignity and pride for the streets. And I'm saying to you that we have options. We have options, and we need to explore those options. Okay? There are people that can invest into real estate. There's so many different programs. If you're on Section 8, the government will pay your rent for 15 years. My goodness. If you can't get the 15 years, you can never have it. You could never get it. I'm sorry. But look at it this way. Your children will now be adults. They now be contributing to society. And they can help you 15 years and beyond, at the 15-year mark. Because that house is their house. That house mommy got for us. Daddy got for us. Mom and dad got for us. We can't lose it. We have to protect it. So let's protect our investment. Let's educate our children. Where is our children? Everybody, take. Nonsense. My children will tell you, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, daddy dining room table, no electronics. Let's talk about money. Where are we going? Where are we financially as a family? Where is the financial wealth? Where is the legacy? Who is going to carry the baton? Who is going to make sure the family together? Who is going to make sure that my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren are happy? Forget me, I'm old. I live life. Oh, man, I know about marriage. I know about eating steak and ham, lamb, and jam. What about my grandchildren that are coming? What about my great-grandchildren? Would they be able to eat the ham, lamb, and jam? Would they be fortunate? Am I leaving something for them? And that's what I want everyone to look in the mirror and ask themselves. And if, my father said something that I use very often to people that I care about. And I'm very passionate about it. I'm very passionate about it because I get older now. I understand. He asked the question. He says, ask yourself the question. Have you tuned your radio in? Whatever situation you're in, did you tune your radio in? So tune your radio into what station? WIIFM. What is WIIFM? What is he talking about? You know, when you're young, the parents never know they're talking, you know. We know everything. We're young. We believe in everything. We know everything. But you know what WIIFM mean? What's in it for me? And I'm asking everyone, I'm challenging everyone that's hearing my voice today to tell me, when they look in the mirror, what's in it for them? What do they have? What are they gaining from what they're doing, their current situation? How is it protecting their loin? What is going to happen? Your parents didn't leave you $1 trillion or $1 billion. The Queen of Mean, Leona Hemsley, she died in the 90s. She left her money not for her children, for the welfare of the dog. How do you know that you're going to be left anything? What are you doing? How many people think about getting an index universal life for their children, for their grandchildren, when they're just born, out of the womb? How are they protecting the children? How are you protecting your grandchildren? Mortgage home ownership is very, very important. And I challenge everyone to use that number. To use that number where they can make a difference in their life. You don't have to tell me I live in Arkansas, but I don't know what to do. 1-866, free number, 362-2711. Just give me a call. Just because you call me for insurance, call me for mortgage. It's another business I have. It's another office I have to help our people, to help everyone. Okay? You must be able to go out there and make money. Yes. How do you save your money? How do you protect your money? Very important question. I want to know the answer to that. Not only that, how many veterans we have? How many veterans are telling me they're homeless? I don't want to hear that. They serve our country. They give us our freedom. They have sacrificed their life for us. They don't know half of the benefits that they have out there. Who is teaching them stuff? The Veterans Administration, no veteran, no United States veteran, no one that served in the armed forces of the United States of America should not be homeless. None. Any veteran that is homeless needs to give me a call right away. Any veteran that's living right now and tell me they have to live with their children or they're with a friend, need to give me a call. What is stopping them from getting a VA loan? What is stopping them from getting a voucher and using their living voucher to pay their mortgage? They say they don't know. They're not educated on that. They don't know. Well, that's why I'm here today. To come out and let everyone know that they have those opportunities. They have the opportunity to make a better life, to make a difference in their life, to secure their financial future as they move forward, and make it a difference in their family. Okay? Most people, I wouldn't say everyone, but as your host, I'm speaking from experience. Most people don't know the know-how. Okay, I agree. I've been off the air for about a year, if not more. Okay? Everyone is asking me, Eugene, help us. Eugene, please. Eugene, come back. Help us. Great, I'm here. I'm helping you. I'm here to help you. Now I want you to help yourself. I need you to help yourself. And the only way you can help yourself is by picking up the phone and taking the first step. Picking up the phone and making the call. Because what you know or what you think you know, leave it to the professionals. Give it a try. Let a professional tell you that it doesn't work, or it can't work, or it wouldn't work for you. But equally so, I want you to ask this professional the same question. How will it work? How can I make it work? What am I not doing to make it work? What do I need to do to make it work? Okay? I believe that no is not an answer. Okay? No is not an answer. No is never an answer. There's always a solution. There's always a better way. So I need everyone to think about it. Yes, I'm passionate about home ownership. I'm very passionate about it. Because I feel that many of us leave our countries of origin, of birth, and we come to America and we live the American dream. But what we don't do is protect it. We leave our loved ones, our families with headaches because we did not put the necessary instruments in place. The necessary instruments we haven't put in place. And I feel like we need to do that. I know we need to do it. I'm passionate about what we need to do and put into places so that we can live comfortably as a people. Okay? So if you hear my voice this evening, I'm challenging you, I'm begging you, I'm beseeching you to please, please think about your family. Think about life after you're gone. Not your life, their life. Because those are the people you're leaving behind. How are you protecting your hard-earned interest? How are you protecting your hard-earned money if they don't know? I had a sad conversation today. It was sad for me because a veteran have passed. His wife don't even know where to turn. She don't know what to do. They're both on the title for the house. She thought the house was paid off. She didn't know he was still paying the mortgage. What do she do? Where do she turn? Okay? So, it's very important that we look at this and protect your money. Okay? Protect your interests. Now, we have a question here asking, how do we protect our money? It's very easy. It's simple. You sit with someone like me, a financial advisor, And I would gather information from you, get the information from you, and look at the best possible plan for you based on your age, your income, your expenses, everything. We put everything on the table. And then I come up with a plan as to how you would work it so your money is protected. Is it tax now or tax later? Is it tax deferred? What kind of plan are we going to put in place? What is your tolerance in protecting your money? What is your tolerance for investing your money? You know? So we need to we have to look at the whole picture. There's no one solution that fits all. Okay? Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's situation is different. So you have to give me a call, okay? 833-904-6200 is your wealth building and planning number. You can email me at Gene, Gene, at ehbservices.com. Okay, or you can send an email to info or contact at ehbservices.com. Okay, we will make an appointment with you. We'll have a conversation with you. We'll understand what your financial DNA is, and we will come up with a plan. Are you saving for milestone birthdays? You know, 50, 70, 75, 80. Did you start saving for it? You have children under the age. Every child want a car now. Okay, with the new rules, are we saving for it? Are we protected? How much is the savings? Could you give your child $40 a month? Could you put a savings plan in place for your child for $40 a month? What are we doing? What are we doing as a people for our family? So these are the things we have to look at, okay? We have to look at and make sure that we get in place. So I hope I answer your question, Miss Jersey Gal. If there's any other questions, please put in the chat. I would love to answer your question and give you clarity. But again, this is not a sales, this is education. This is for educational purposes. And I need everyone to understand that we're here to help you. We are here to protect you. And we need to get everything in place so that you can be protected. No one is better than anyone, okay? No one is better than anyone, and I need everyone to understand that. Yeah, so we need to protect ourselves, we need to protect our family, and as we go into the next segment, we have some very interesting topics coming up about your health and healthcare. Okay, very interesting about health and healthcare that we need to talk about. So if there's no further questions on this topic, please join me for our next segment after these few messages.
At EHB Services, we help you build your financial future, one step at a time. From retirement protection and college savings to living benefits and estate planning, our team is here for every life stage. Schedule your free consultation today and discover what financial security truly feels like. SHARE isn't just another benefit, it's a proven solution. Pre-tax saving medical coverage for low tax reductions, it's voluntary, easy to implement, and backed by real results. Let's talk about bringing CHAMP to your organization.
Employees, what if offering their team better benefits could also save you money? With the CHAMP plan, every dollar moving through a Section 125 plan reduces your payroll tax liability by eliminating the 7.65% matching FICA taxes. Those savings begin in month 2. Contact us.
$85 a month.
Savings for
soon as you walk in. Here you can see our modern notary workspace. Our team is dedicated to providing exceptional service in a comfortable and welcoming atmosphere. We also have a large conference table for your convenience. And we've equipped our facility with the latest technology to ensure that your experience is as seamless as possible. We understand the importance of convenience and accessibility. That's why our location in Metro Atlanta is easily accessible to clients from all over the area. Whether you're a local business or an individual client, we're here to meet all your notary needs. So come visit us today. We're centrally located in current focus. With AFC's first.
Well, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you very much. I guess someone, Miss Price, said that she said that the commercial was pretty low. I'll get our engineers to look into that for us. Miss Price, thank you for your question. Thank you for your question. I love your question. I can give you the book version, and I can give you Eugene Byers' version. So let me give you the Eugene Byers version. Eugene Byers' version of IUL, Index Universal Life, allows you to have a face value and bill money, large amount of money, tax-free. Okay? But not only that, it allows you to bill a large amount of money tax-free. I have this, and I will say this without any reservations. I do it for my grandchildren. I do it for my children. 3 days out of the womb. Okay? 3 days out of the womb. And the reason why I do it is very, very important. I have certain beliefs in life. Okay? I have certain beliefs in life. I believe in education, most importantly. And anyone that knows me will tell you that on our way home from the hospital, when the child is born, I always make a pit stop. Always make a pit stop. And that pit stop is not to get food. That pit stop is to get the child, the newborn baby, a library card. Proof of my belief in education. Then the next thing I do is have that long, hard conversation. And that conversation is, if the child decides not to go to college, what will the child do? That's a tough conversation for many parents. Now, a lot of financial advisors will tell you, take out a 529 college plan for your children. I disagree. I disagree. Because a 529 college plan can only be used to fund education. What if the child chooses not to go to school, beyond high school, beyond free education? What happened to the money? Does that mean that my child lose? No. I want my child at 18 or 17 plus to be able to make that decision. What if the child take a year off? What if the child decide to go to tech school? What if the child decide to go to the military? What happened to all my money in the 529 plan? The benefit of the IUL is I'm able to set milestones where I can withdraw money for that child. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't. On the 21st birthday, and my children will tell you, on the 21st birthday, we have that ugly conversation. And that conversation is, here is your life insurance policy. This is the cash value in the policy. Don't ask me for a wedding gift. Don't ask me for no car. Don't ask me for anything. This is it. here you go. You could cash it out, or you can continue saving. The benefit of having the plan, the IUL, when the kids are young, one, the monthly premium is low. Two, they are healthy most of the time coming home from the hospital. So they don't have to prove insurability. I want an insurance policy. Oh yeah, you can get an insurance policy. Are you taking any medication? Do you smoke? Those are questions that fixes your rate. Are you obese? Some of us can't control our size. Those things affects your rates, affects your ability to get life insurance. But when the child comes out from the hospital deemed healthy, the child is insurable. 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, the child would understand the gift of life that you give to them. Because now, they're not insurable. You know, they're eating beef, they're not having a grassy diet. You know, they're having sugary drinks. You know, someone very close to me and I have a conversation when it comes to sugary drinks. Are you going for the cancer or the diabetes? The cancer is the sugary drinks that says it's zero sugar and 0 calories. The sweet and low, you know. Or you're going for the diabetes, the full sugar drinks. We have to think about these things. Now, in our culture, we don't think about that. We say, man, give me a plate of rice and we're all right. Sure. But then when we get caught in the big six, the stroke, you know, the heart attacks, I had a couple of those. Then what happened? You didn't have a life insurance before, now you can't get one or two because you're in the system that you're taking these medications and you had these medical challenges. Now what? Now your family is left to wonder when you die. I have a young lady that said to me she had to sponsor her mother's funeral. She wished she knew me then. I am not the first insurance person, agent or broker. Yes, I have my own insurance agency. Sure I do. EHB Services LLC. Give me a call. But her mother already passed, too late. How many people are in that position today? How many people are facing that position today? Okay? I will answer your question in 1 second. And the answer to your question is the benefit of IUL, Ms. Price, is tremendous. Massive savings. You can use the money. You can either borrow or take from the policy. But who you taking from? Yourself. Who you borrowing from? Yourself. You are your own bank. You can put as much money, you could never overfund the policy. Very, very important. You can dump money into your policy. Okay? So you can have multiple IULs. There is many businesses in the US, prominent businesses, that have been started because of IUL policies. I'll give you one of many, the famous one, the most famous one. Everybody in the United States knows Walt Disney. Started because of insurance. life insurance policies. Okay? IUL policy. I believe it. I believe in it. I promote it for every single human being. They should have one. Okay? Starting between $23 and $40 a month for a baby. Okay? We have a lovely question. I love it. Jersey Gal again. Can any age have a life insurance? Yes. As long as you're below age 100, you can take out a life insurance. Can you be sick and have a life insurance? Yes. Can you be terminally ill and have a life insurance? Yes. It's called guaranteed issue policy, a policy that asks you no medical questions. No, I tell you, it's the cheapest policy out there. But can you have it? Yes. So you know that your family don't have to go to the breadbasket or what they call it, GoFundMe. I hate it. GoFundMe puts a burden on the community because you fail to plan. You, the person that expired, failed to plan. Death is imminent. Born of a woman must die. Who knows when it's going to happen? Who knows how it's going to happen? Who knows where it's going to happen? That's the mystery. Why history should repeat itself? Break that chain. You know, one time I was in a church in London and I saw a young lady and she left a very strong impact on me. Miss Davison, leave a very strong impact on me for that song, Break Every Chain. And that's what we need to do. I was away from my family. And the preacher was a female. I don't remember her name. I think it was Sister Pat, they call her, or something like that. I don't remember. And they had this praise dancer, Miss Davison. She's studying to be a doctor today here in America. And the way she performed this song, the dance for this song, Break Every Chain, have leave a lasting impact on me that I have to always use it. And I tell my children every time, let's break the cycle, let's break the chain, let's make a difference. Nothing that happened in our generation gone by should be for my grandchildren going forward. Nothing, nada, except for manners and respect. They must have money, they must have wealth. They must know where they're sleeping. They must know where they're going to get their education. They must know where their lives going. Break the chain. Don't worry. Break the chain. The next question from Jersey Girl, can a baby have life insurance? When you're born and you're 3 days old, you are a baby, in my opinion. I don't know about yours, but you are a baby. A baby can have life insurance 3 days. 3 days out of the womb. Okay. Yes. Let me, Jersey Gal, have another question. And I love it. I love your question in Jersey Gal. Keep them coming. What if I had life insurance and die the following year or 6 months after getting life insurance? Will my family be able to get the policy still? Okay. Now, yes and no. Let me explain to you. If you told the truth when you made the application on the policy, yes. The insurance company have a 2-year look back. So from the time you take out the policy, they can look back 2 years into your life. They can't look back to the third year. 2 years. They have a 2-year look back. Okay? So if you tell the truth, yes. If you had an accidental death, yes. If your policy, which is the only policy I'm interested in selling, has living benefit, anyone who have a life insurance today that does not have living benefit associated with it, you are not protected fully. Living benefit is very, very important in life insurance. Because without living benefits, when you die, it pays. But what happens when you're alive? When you get a stroke, what happened? You still have to live. Disability will deny your first application. Your second, your third, maybe your fourth. How are you living? They don't deny day one. How are you living? I preach this to everyone. I pray that everyone have a life insurance with living benefits because it's so important. It's very, very important to have living benefits. When you're living and walking around, no problem. The moment you end up in the hospital with a stroke, cancer, with a heart attack, what happened? What if you become critically ill, terminally ill, or chronically ill? Your insurance policy pays out 90% of the face value. If you have 100,000, you get 90,000. If you can't live on 90,000, then we got a problem. That's what living benefit brings to the table. Everyone policy today must have living benefit. Also, if your policy does not have double indemnity on accidental death and transport, you have the wrong policy. That means if you're on a bus, you're in an Uber, you get hit by a car, hit and run, double indemnity, double the face value of your policy, accidental death. So you pay for 100,000, but you getting 200,000. Your family is getting $200,000. So they could live, so they can grieve. So they don't have to grieve and be under pressure to go back to work because you didn't take care of them. You didn't leave them financially stable. The mortgage to pay, the light to pay, the taxes to pay. Notice I didn't say rent because I don't like rent. What have you left them with? Did you have a trust? Do you have a living will? Don't tell me because I'm married to you, for example, I must make the decision whether you live or die. I see that too many times. Do you have a medical directive? Do you have a will? What do you want? You want to be cremated? I might say, Barry, you want to be cremated. You might say, Barry, I say cremated. Because cremation is cheaper than the burial, I want more money. But that's not what you wanted. No, your siblings, your family, your mom, your dad, they're fighting over the body. She didn't want to be cremated. She wanted to be buried. Oh, well, I'm the husband. I make the decision. Did you say, well, keep me on the ventilator for at least a year? I might come back. Oh, no, she never told me that. She told me don't let her suffer. So we're taking her off in day 2. That's not what she wanted. That's not what he wanted. You have to have those medical directives. when you're laying there and your tongue don't move anymore, somebody got to make that decision for you. Who you want to make that decision for you? Don't wait until it happens. It's too late. That's why when you go to the doctor, they ask you simple questions. Do you have a will? Because they found out it's a problem. Don't have an estate sale because you didn't make a decision before you die. Your legacy now gone. I don't want to pay capital gains taxes. I don't want my children to pay capital gains taxes. What I do, I put my property into a trust. Who the manager for the trust? My grandchildren. Not even my children, my grandchildren. 2 generations away. Let them make a decision about Papa's money, Papa's wealth, Papa's asset. It feels good. They still remember Papa. We need to put these things in place, and we need to understand how life insurance works. Now, coming back to the question, there is something called return of premium. If the insurance company deemed that there was some irregularity in your premium, in your application, at the time of application that they didn't catch before issuing the policy, they will return the premium to your family. Okay? That's why it's very important to be honest. Okay? Height, weight, smoking. Smoking is the biggie. Weight is the second one. Be very, very careful what you put on your application. Okay? Because the first thing the mortician do, when he puts you up on the gurney and you have a life insurance policy that's going to pay for that funeral, he got a report. Body smell like smoke. If the body smell like smoke or there's any indication that nicotine is involved, you lied on your application. Return a premium within 2 years. But if you have the policy outside the 2 year, if you have the policy outside the 2 year period, if you have the policy outside the 2 year period, then you have the opportunity of getting the money back, or getting the policy paid in full, because it could only look back 2 years. So to answer your question, that's where you are. And that's how that's handled. Okay? Don't think about life insurance alone. Think about living benefits. A lot of people are living longer. A lot of people are living longer, and they're getting calls. You got diabetes. You got cancer. You got this. You have that. And if you have these complaints in your life, then it's very important to know that you have to contact your life insurance policy and get your policy payment out, which is 90% of the value, the face value of your policies. It's very important that we look into that. It's very important that you look into that and know where you stand with your policies. You're welcome, Jersey Gal. But I have to leave one thing with you all. One thing I'd leave with you on insurance before we go to a break. Okay, one thing I would leave with you before we go to break. And that one thing that I'm going to leave with you is very, very important. If you are covered by your employer, for life insurance, the moment you're no longer working for the company, you no longer have coverage. The moment you're no longer working for the company, you no longer have coverage. Same as medical insurance. Okay? So think about it. You do not have life insurance when you're no longer a part of the company. Upon separation, that policy dies. Equally so, my famous is key man policy. If you have a business, any part of a business, you should have a key person policy on your business, which takes care of yourself, the business, and yourself. Okay? Now, I said self twice, and some would say, why? Why? Your loved one, yourself, that dependent family that you'll be leaving behind. Okay? That dependent family that you're leaving behind, they can be taken care of it while the business continue. Okay? So I need everyone to think about it. Having living benefits with your insurance policy, being able to substantiate your income, even though you may be faced with life challenges. Okay, it's very, very, very important that you have that. So at this time, we're gonna go to commercial break. If anyone, oh, I got a question. Okay, speaking of employer, what if I leave the company but still want to keep my policy? Is that possible? Okay, in the medical field, you can keep Cobra. You go over to Cobra if it's medical insurance. Life insurance, it's a group policy. No, sorry, bye bye. You have to prove insurability to be insured again. You have to prove insurability. So if you got sick while you were working on a job, any of the big things, diabetes, heart attack, coronary heart disease, anything like that, you can't prove insurability, then you just lost your insurance. So what I say, buy your own insurance outside the company. Buy your own insurance outside the company. Jersey Gal, thank you very much. I love your questioning. It's beautiful. It tells me that you're paying attention and everything is fine with your questions. If you pay for your own policy, my dear, you have no question about it because it's your policy. If you depend on the employer policy, you're at risk of everything, of losing everything. Okay? So again, thank you for your questions. Keep it coming. I love it, love it, love it. At this time, we'll go to commercial break. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Put it in the chat and I will address them for you. Thank you very much. I guess we have a problem starting the commercial. All right, what's happening here?
Dreaming of transforming your commercial space? Watch it go from blueprint to booming with AFC's custom mortgage solutions. Whether you're buying, expanding, or renovating, we tailor every deal to your business goals. Even if you faced credit challenges in the past, built for your business vision, let's make it happen again. Need new equipment to grow your business. American Finance Corp has you covered with flexible equipment financing solutions. Borrow up to $5 million with terms and rates starting as low as 7%. Get 100% financing with both purchase and lease options plus. Vendor and private sales are eligible. To qualify, you'll need just 1 year in business, a 550 or higher FICO score, and a business bank account. An equipment invoice is also required to get started. We serve a wide range of industries, including construction, medical, manufacturing, restaurants, and logistics. Ready to finance your next equipment purchase? Contact American Finance Corp today to get started. Stop wasting time and money trying to find properties with no income verification. We offer loans from $100,000 all the way up to $1.5 million, with rates starting at just 5.25%. You don't need to provide any income documentation because our loans are based on the property's cash flow. That means you can invest in rental properties even if you have a low credit score. We have the experience, the expertise, and the capital to help you grow your real estate portfolio. Let American Finance Corp be your trusted partner in real estate investing. Our DSCR loans are eligible for short-term, long-term, and vacant rentals. So you have the flexibility to choose the loan term that works best for you. So if you're a rental investor in the U.S. looking to finance your next deal, look no further than American Finance Corp. Want to learn more? Visit our website or call us today. At AFC, we take time to understand your goals. We listen first. So every step forward is made with clarity and care. Our team of experts is here to guide you through the entire process, making sure you have the tools and resources you need to succeed. No pressure, no judgment, just people who believe in your potential. Apply now and let's make some magic happen together. And here's the best part. At AFC, it's more than financing. It's partnership. It's possibility. It's financing with heart. So if you're ready to take the next step towards your goals, we're here to help.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to our show. Thank you very much for all the participants. I want to thank everyone for being here and participating in our show. I'm looking forward to have this show and many others going forward, like we used to have it every Tuesday from 7 to 9. Every other Tuesday. Sorry, every 2 weeks. We're gonna do it every 2 weeks instead of every single Tuesday, like we used to have it. Um, my time is not as available as it used to be before. Some people might say I'm getting old, but I would say that I'm no longer available every week like I used to be before. For those of you who know that I'm scaling back, I have scaled back on my work activities, and so every other week, yeah, promising every other week we're going to be here and I'll be able to give you more information. Now, our next topic, it got switched a little bit, so I'm going to go back to it. Champion health. Champion health. My friends, everyone, I encourage to speak to your employer, to speak to your employer, to speak to every business owner, to make contact with me regarding Champion Health. It's very, very important that the people in our path understand and know the benefit of having Champion Health as a business owner. I'm sure that most people would love to be able to carry more money home in their paycheck. Okay, section 125 is very important. It's very beneficial to business owners and to employees. I mean, by joining or enrolling in the Champion Health plan, the employer saves money. The employee saves money. It's very, very important and advantageous that they're able to do that, because you get to carry home more money in your paycheck. You know, when your co-pays are zero, for those of you who has co-pays to see the doctor, you have co-pay to get your medication. You have co-pays for everything medical coming from your employer, to reducing it to zero. And I mean, it's not new, but a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of companies don't know about it. It's the biggest, hardest ticket around to save business owners like myself. Okay, to save business owners like myself money on healthcare for my employees. I'm very passionate about it, and I think that most employers would be too, having it to save money on their payroll. $537 per employee. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but imagine how much money they would save if they just have 100 employees. Okay, saving $537 per employee and having 100 employees. Now, if the company have 5 or more employees, 5 or more W-2 employees, I must stress, W-2 employees, that they provide medical insurance for. This is a very, very advantageous plan for them. And I think that the word needs to get out. The employers need to contact me, or you can send me the name of the employer or the person that's in your finance department or your human resource department that take care of benefits, your benefits people, your decision makers for benefits. And let me put them on with the specialists, with the guys that understand and know these plans, and that can do a discovery call and show that employer how much money they can save. I mean, there's some companies that issues bonus to their employees for bringing and saving the company money. You need to explore that because it can be beneficial for you, your colleagues, and everyone that works for the company. And it keeps the company in business for a much longer time. Champion Health, by saving money on payroll taxes, it gives the employees the ability to get a raise without the employer have to find additional funds, okay? Because it's money that they already budget and allocated to the company and to the employers with a company match. So I need everyone to, I have a clip that I want to play for everyone to listen to why choose Champion Health, okay?
Champ isn't just another benefit, it's a proven solution. Pre-tax saving medical coverage, payroll tax reductions, it's voluntary, easy to implement, and backed by real results. Let's talk about bringing Champ to your organization.
So that is why Champ, and I am passionate about it because as a business owner, pre-tax savings is very important to me. Pre-tax savings, that's savings before tax, okay? Pre-tax savings. When you spend money after you pay, that's post-tax dollars, okay? Post-tax dollars. So pre-tax savings, I'm seeing the money, okay? Medical coverage, very, very important. Very, very, very important. And then as an employer, I enjoy the payroll tax reduction, okay? The less I have to give to Uncle Sam is the better for me. I enjoy that because I can do more with my money than paid all to the government just to have employees. So again, this is a legal way provided by the government since in the 70s. And I'm available to discuss this, okay, through EHB services. I can discuss this, the Champ Health Plan with you, with your employer, with the powers that be in your company and the benefits of your company that deals with benefits for your company so that each employee can enjoy the benefit of the Champ Health Plan. I went all the way to Minnesota, guys. Minnesota, okay? And those who know me closely would say Eugene Byers going to Minnesota. Not happening. I went to Minnesota, okay? And in going to Minnesota, it was very informative for me to understand how the Champ Plan works. I mean, there's a number of other things that I get involved with, and I do that save money and bring money to businesses and other organizations. Savings are very important. Which employer don't want to save money? Which employer don't want their employee to get a raise without they have to push their hand in their pocket? What would you do? And I ask yourself the question, what would you do with a $537 increase in your salary per month or per year, sorry? What would you do with a $537 increase per year? Okay? Tax-free. What would you do with it? Think about it. Okay? That could be the money that you save. That may be the only money you have to save for your retirement, towards your retirement. That is extra money that you can dump into an IUL policy, okay? To save for milestone birthdays, to save for something that you want to do, your wedding anniversary, you know, to put towards a lucrative savings that when you get to your golden age, you want to go on a cruise and relax for 7 days. You want to see the world. You can have that money working and growing for you every year, okay? Without getting a raise. Forget the 5%, forget the 10%, forget even the 2% raise from the employer. What about getting a raise directly today from your employer because the employer is saving money? So I encourage each and every one of you to speak to your employer benefits department about the opportunity of saving money and putting them in front of me, booking an appointment with me, or give me the information, give me the contact information so I can reach out to them and talk to them and get them on a discovery call with the powers that be to get them get the company signed up so they can save that money. The municipal government is taking advantage of it. Hospitals are taking advantage of it. It's available to every industry, large or small, from as low as 5 employees to as big as 1 million employees. So take your pick wherever your company fall in. They can save money, okay? I know in my past life and my current life, if an employee bring an idea to me when I was working in public sector about how we can save money, AT&T Global Solutions, that was their business. Okay, and those of you who knows that I used to be a senior engineer for AT&T Global Solutions, running multiple accounts in telecom. That was my job, saving the company money in getting the technology together. Okay, so it's the same thing I'm doing today, except I'm doing it in the healthcare space. Okay, so everyone can get the opportunity to get lower healthcare costs and enjoy a better quality of life. So with that, I want to thank everyone for being on the call. I want to, if anyone have any question of any segment or any part or parts of this segment, you have the opportunity to put in the chat, ask me the question, get your question answered. For those of you who are shy, you can, what's it called, DM? You can send me a message directly. You can DM me. I don't know these young people terms, but I think that's what it's called, DM. You can DM me directly and ask me a question. You can book appointment, call my office, book an appointment to be with me. You can email me. I can send you my appointment link. You can get on my link and make an appointment with me or one of my colleagues in the office. An agent is always willing to help each and every one of you achieve your goal. Again, I'm telling you guys, you either on the boat or off the boat. Don't make the same mistakes that our parents and foreparents make. They weren't educated. By hearing my voice, by hearing this today, you are being educated. You're being exposed to things that was not normally spoken about in our community, in our persuasion. Now that it is, take advantage. Make it a date. Don't be late. Every other Tuesday. So mark your calendar. Mark your calendar for our next, when is it? In 2 weeks. What date is that? Let me find the date. We're gonna have another episode of Let's Learn Money, how money works, so you can all be happy and understand. That date is the 29th, Tuesday the 29th at 7 p.m. Join me. And hopefully I'll have a special guest on the 29th who can give you some insight on savings, planning, moving money around, shifting money, saving money, and investing money. Okay. Um, he had a prior engagement today. He couldn't join me today, but I'm looking forward to the 29th for him to join me so we can have another roundtable discussion. I'll bring to you how money works and the things that needs to be done, what is happening in the industry today, what is going on with the current economic status of the country, and where we're heading. It's very important that we understand that and we know what the changes in the market, how it's affecting us, and how it will affect us in the future. It is very important that we stay abreast with what's going on, not by listening to fake news, but by understanding the facts as they're presented. The stock market is taking a hit every day. We have things like taxes being levied on companies, on countries, import taxes, export taxes. Okay, the world is changing, countries are responding. Where are you? What are you doing that you don't need to do anymore? What are you doing that is not important, it's not a necessity? Okay, that it wouldn't put you in a financial bang. What advantages you can take, what measures you can put in place to make these things work. These are the things that we discuss on this school. Okay, this podcast is designed to talk about money, and that is what I like to talk about. Finances. I enjoy talking about finances. It's my passion to see each and every one of you have a bag of money, but not a bag of money that you can only spend, but a bag of money that you can save, a bag of money that you know that you can use to invest. Okay, a bag of money that you can take with your, when you die, your children, your grandchildren can have it. Okay, we can invest in our youth's future. It's very, very important that we do that. I am passionate about it. Home ownership is very important to me. It's nearest and dearest to my heart. I am a multiple time homeowner, and I'm very happy about it. Okay. At some point, we're going to talk about investing in multifamily houses. Um, But at this time, I want to talk about owning your home from now. Okay. A lot of people says, why do I have to? I have a friend breaks my heart every time we have a conversation about home ownership, because that person feels that they shouldn't own the house. Why should they own the house? They don't want the headaches of when things get damaged and broken in the house and they have to repair it. There is a solution for that. Okay? There is a solution for that. There's many management companies out there that their fees are very low. There's a number of insurance companies that their fees are very marketable. I don't support one company versus another. I do my repairs and my investments a little different than most people. But again, it's based on your tolerance, how much you can tolerate. Okay, it depends on how much you can tolerate, what your tolerance levels are. Okay, and I'm telling you, there's a 23-year-old. He's going to be 24 the end of this month. I call no name. A homeowner, home ownership. Okay, I'm happy to be a part of that process. I'm so proud to be a part of that process. Okay, and it's very simple. You know, he's not even a veteran. He just got a 4-year contract with the military. He just got into the military. He haven't gotten a year yet, and he was able to own his own home. I was so proud of that. You know, home ownership is very important. I think we should all go towards that. We should lean towards that. Rent is expensive. Rent is expensive. And if you complain that you're renting and what is costing you, call me. Give us a call. Let's design a plan so you could come out from the rental market to the ownership market. So your children, your grandchildren, your loin can says, you know what, mommy left this for me. Daddy left that for me. Grandma left this. Grandpa left that. I have to protect it. We have to teach our children how they're going to learn, when they're going to learn. They have to learn from us. We're the parents. We're the guiding star. You know, I said to my son the other night, you know, I felt very proud to say to him, the first time there's a problem, I'm here to give you guidance. And this is what I'm doing today. We have a problem. And I'm giving you all guidance. Everyone that can hear my voice, I'm giving you guidance. Because the next time, it's punishment. The second time is punishment. Because you didn't listen the first time. And what's the punishment? You feel it in your pocket. Rent is going up. House prices are going up. Where are you? Are you buying? Are you a part of? Answer that question for yourself. Don't tell me. I'm already a homeowner. I can tell you. It's beautiful to be a homeowner. I was in New York. I went to New York for 5 days and I spent nearly 14 days. I couldn't wait to get home. You know why? It's my house. I can lay down as late as I want. I can move as I want. I can do as I want. My house. I don't have to hear, oh, the house too cold. Those who know, I like it cold. I got asthma. I choose, like it cold. Heat and me is not friends. But guess what? When you're with other people, you have to compromise. Yeah, I made the decision. I want a budget billing. Most people say, "Oh, you crazy? Why you went to budget billing on your electricity?" It's the same amount for 12 months every month. My budget. I don't have to worry about it going up and it going down, and same amount every month. That's it. Budget. So whether I use more, I use less. If I use less, I get a credit at the end of the year. I roll it into next year. So it come down. If I use a little bit more, next year they says, look, it's going to go up by so much because you use $200 more. I says, roll it into the 12 months or let me pay the $200 now. I don't want my bill to go up. It's either pay now or pay then. When do you want to pay? Depends on your tolerance. Depends on your tolerance. So there's no one size that fit all. I go for budget. Many people don't go for budget. They live day by day. I'm a budget guy. I like to know what my capital expenditure is every single month. I don't like to change. Okay? Someone that's nearest and dearest to me and I don't get along on one thing and one thing only. Finance. Because that person believes that everything's supposed to be on direct debit. I say absolutely not me. Because when it's on direct debit, they're taking out when they want, as they want, how they want. Then you got to go fight with them to get back the additional. Now, some people would agree that some vendors, especially phone carriers, does that. Me? No. I feel very proud sitting behind a computer the last Sunday of the month and paying my bills because it's the same amount. If they put anything more on the paper, the same amount I pay. Not a penny more. Let them justify to me why the bill went up when we have a budgeted amount. That's it. I live on a level. Budget all the way. So I'm teaching everyone, I'm telling everyone what I do, not what I hear, not what someone else said. It's not in a book. This is real life. This is how money works. This is how you save money. Okay? This is the things that you do every day to save money. I hope these things have brought you guys to the realization, the understanding of how money works. It gives you insight on how you can save money and what you need to do in order to make money work for you. Okay? It's very, very important that you know how money works. It's very, very important that you understand where you go wrong with your spending. Capital expenditure. People say, well, I don't have capital expenditure. You do. You pay bills every month. If you run your home like a business, the problems that people have, regular people have, you won't have it. You will not have it. So I'm telling you guys, and I am very, very passionate about it. Please, 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 please take your time, look at your expenses, look at your income, sit down, work it out, speak with your loved ones, speak with your family, and let them understand. Turn off that light behind you. No one is in the room. Turn the light off. No one is downstairs. Turn the air off. When you turn the air on, don't turn it on and put it to 50 degrees. You working it hard. You're working the machine hard. It's a machine that pump it. No. Put it at the temperature you need it to be at, 70, 72. Put it there. It's going to get there at some point. Because if you fail to plan, my friend, you have to plan to fail. So I need you guys to take these few words into consideration. Think about it. Try it, and you will see. Those of you who are like me, have a smart home, I encourage it. Make your home smart. Let Google or Amazon, the Alexa, tell you that the light is on. Turn it off. Mine is set at 12 o'clock. If the light is on beyond 12 o'clock, you got to get up out of bed and turn it back on, baby. It turns off by itself. Because sometimes we drop to sleep and leave the light on. It's a cost associated with it. Okay? So, until next time, be well, stay well, and again, save more than you spend. Thank you again for listening to me. Thank you for joining our group. Thank you for joining our roundtable. And I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you in the very near future. Good night, guys.
At EHB Services, we help you build your financial future, one step at a time. From retirement protection and college savings to living benefits and estate planning, our team is here for every life stage. Schedule your free consultation today and discover what financial security truly feels like.
At AFC, we take time to understand your goals. We listen first, so every step forward is made with clarity and care. Our team of experts is here to guide you through the entire process, making sure you have the tools and resources you need to succeed. No pressure, no judgment, just people who believe in your potential. Apply now, and let's make some magic happen together. And here's the best part. At AFC, it's more than financing. It's partnership. It's possibility. It's financing with heart. So if you're ready to take the next step towards your goals, we're here to help. Need fast funding for investment properties? Look no further. American Finance Corp offers bridge loans designed for real estate investors like you. Whether you're looking to purchase a property, refinance an existing loan, or do a cash-out refinance, we got you covered. We offer single-family homes, duplexes, multifamily homes with 5 or more units, condos, and we understand that time is of the essence when it comes to real estate investing. That's why we offer same-day approvals and funding as fast as 1 week. Our loans are for terms of 6 months to 3 years with competitive interest rates and fees. And we fund loans up to 80% of the purchase price or 75% of the after repair value. American Finance Corp's Fast Bridge loans are ideal for serious